Pessanha puts a stamp on the day. She's a female black belt open class champion. Double gold for the 11th time in a row.
Yo, what is up, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to the channel. On today's episode, we are breaking down the most winningest person in IBJJF history in the gi, and probably in the gi in all types of competition, and that's Gabrieli Pessanha. She has won 11 consecutive gold medals in IBJJF. That's weight and absolute. She's also a Grand Slam, multiple-time Grand Slam champion. She's also on a 115 or 116 win streak after these two wins in Pans. She is literally 23 years old and doing everything there is to do in gi jiu-jitsu. So we're going to break down her matches and get into how she was able to win her weight class and her absolute. So here we are after the refs reset, and the reason I'm starting here is because the first couple of minutes were just grip fighting. I know grip fighting is important, but we want to get into the meat and potatoes of the match. So the ref is going to set them up in the proper position, and he's going to say combate. So now we see Gabrieli Pessanha playing a de la Riva position, using her right hand to pull that collar down, keeping the posture broken, keeping her opponent's nose over her toes, and trying to snake out the leg there. So now Gabrieli Pessanha is playing that deep de la Riva, and she's going to invert here and roll over and then sweep her opponent, controlling the pant leg the entire time so her opponent can't get to her knees easily, and Gabrieli Pessanha is now going to get behind her opponent, scoring 2 for the sweep. Now Gabrieli Pessanha is behind her opponent. She's going to bring her back to the mat with a beautiful takedown, scoring 2 more points and getting the seatbelt position. Now watch how Gabrieli Pessanha controls this turtle position. She gets her hips over her opponent's hips to make sure that her opponent can't stand up without carrying Gabby's weight, and that's going to slow her ascent up and allow Gabby to get the grips that she wants and start setting up a back taking position. So with her right hand, she's going to grab the lapel, and with her left hand, she's going to drape it over her opponent's back. Her opponent's having a hard time standing up because the weight is pushing down onto her back. So Gabrieli Pessanha now is going to switch her hips here and get into a back taking position. She's going to lose that bottom hook, but she's going to get into a chair sitting position, and now she can start getting the bow and arrow choke. She wraps her legs around her opponent here, and her opponent tries to get out of the position but ends up going belly down. Gabrieli Pessanha is going to follow her, splay her weight out, and get the tap for the finish. So like I said earlier in the video, we're going to actually go over to her open weight finals, and that's because she finished her opponent in 1 minute, so I felt it was nice to tack it on to this one. This was her weight class. Now we're going to hop over to the open class. So here we are at the start of the open class, and the quality of the video got way better. I don't know why Flow Grappling charges $150 a year for their potato quality video, but that's neither here nor there. Pessanha is going to pull into her de la Riva, but instead of using her right hand to play on the collar, she's going to open up that lapel, feed it under her leg and to her left hand, basically tying herself to her opponent. Her opponent tries to stand to feed the leg out, but she's not able to do so, and now her opponent's going to try to figure out how they want to pass this guard. Gabrieli Pessanha is going to use her right hand to grab the sleeve and elevate her opponent, keeping her right foot off of the mat. Now Gabrieli Pessanha is going to shift her hips, and this is an excellent sweeping position. Because she's controlling her opponent's left sleeve, her opponent has to post with her right hand to prevent from getting swept. Now Gabrieli Pessanha, when her opponent tries to square back up and stabilize, she's going to shift her weight backwards. So she's using this backward and forward rocking motion to prevent her opponent from being able to stabilize and initiate the guard pass. That lapel grip is so powerful as well, and now Gabrieli Pessanha gets into a double ankle single leg sweep. Now her opponent realizes her ankle is in trouble, tries to belly down, and Gabrieli Pessanha gets the tap with the belly down ankle lock. Now let's slow that down and watch it again. So here we are seeing Gabrieli Pessanha hit that double ankle sweep here, and her opponent realizes that her right ankle is now in trouble. Gabrieli Pessanha realizes that she can now finish the match, and her opponent does a good job of trying to roll. I think she was trying to roll and then free it, but Gabrieli Pessanha switches her hips here and locks her opponent in so she can't roll any further and gets that belly down ankle lock for the finish. So the major takeaway here is very simple. Stop sleeping on Gabrieli Pessanha. You should be watching her matches. Even if you don't play lapel, that off balancing that she does with the forward and backwards and de la Riva is something to be studied, because it's powerful. I've been actually using it a lot in the gym and using that lapel under my leg and to the opposite hand to control a lot of people, and it's been working very, very well. So make sure that you're studying all types of people's jiu-jitsu, because she is literally doing what nobody is going to be able to do for the next 10-15 years. I mean, she's only 23 and she's already literally the most winningest person in all of jiu-jitsu. So make sure you are studying up. So that is the end of the video. Thank you guys for watching. Thank you guys for supporting the channel. It truly means more than you know. On our next couple of videos, we're going to break down Ferreira and Mateus's match, because that judo throw was immaculate, and we're going to break down Mika Galvão and Annie Murasaki, because Mika continuously shows why closed guard is powerful even at the highest levels when nobody else is playing it. So stay tuned for those videos, and I'll catch you on the next one. Peace.